I'm going to sum up this video in a single sentence. Canva is simply the best program out there for the creatively challenged to create amazing graphics and marketing pieces in an extremely short amount of time. It's absolutely amazing. Let me give you the walkthrough of Canva, and rather than just going through and telling you things that you'll already find out by going to the website or by checking out other reviews online, let me explain how it relates to realtors, as well as some of the hiccups or the road bumps that I found along the way to make it easier for you to use, because I can't see anyone not wanting to download, or technically not downloading, it's a web software, but anyone not wanting to use this particular program either on their mobile device or on their laptop or desktop. Now, before we go through the presentation, I just want to point out that it isn't available for Android. However, though, all of this can be used on your PC or on your Mac. So it is applicable to our entire audience. They do have an iPad app, which is absolutely amazing, and I'll show you a little bit of that iPad app at the end. So what problems does Canva address? Well, the main problem it addresses is we all sit down and we want to create a piece of content, or we want to create a flyer or a marketing piece. And with all the different formats that we're required to use today, and different forms of marketing, either through social media or through our blog or on our website or printed material, everything has a different size. And Canva automatically knows the correct size for most of the marketing pieces that you would like to create. So it takes a lot of guesswork out of it right off the bat. But then the next problem that we run into is we're sitting down in front of a blank screen or a blank monitor or even a blank piece of paper trying to put our thoughts together. And that's usually the hardest part. It's just getting started. If you had something or you had a template to start with, it would make it that much easier. So Canva solves the problem of sizing. It solves the problem of content creation. And the biggest problem that Canva solves right off the bat is the learning curve. If you were to go into another program and try to create something like this, you probably have to learn the system and go through a lot of training to do that. You could pretty much work Canva probably the first time that you log in and you begin to use the program. So let me give you a quick walkthrough. The top of the screen goes through all of the different marketing pieces that are pre-created that you can, or pre-sized, that you can create in Canva. So you can see Facebook apps, Facebook ads, photo collages, Google Plus covers, Twitter covers, documents, flyers, graphics. It's all here. And what's nice about that is the dimensions are added in automatically. You can simply hit use custom dimensions. And if your website designer says you need a picture that's this width by this height, no problem, type it in, and it's going to start you off with that template. So it makes it super easy to start the process. Now, if I want to create a document here, I can click on it. It gives me the dimensions underneath, and when it loads, it's going to give me a massive array of documents to choose from right off the bat with beautiful fonts and beautiful layouts already created for you. So all you have to do is look for something that's appealing to your eye. Scrolling down through all of these, there's literally, I don't even know how many there are, but there are hundreds, if not thousands of options here for you. They just keep on loading and loading and loading. And remember, this is just one design. There's all different other templates that you can choose from. And as I scroll down here, I'm just going to look for something that catches my eye, and maybe something catches my eye that isn't really real estate related. Don't worry, you can select that and add your own pictures in. You're just looking for the font and the general layout. So here's an interiors one that looks pretty good. I'm going to click on it. It brings in the document. Now you can use the Canva app totally for free. However, though, if you want to use some of their premium graphics and pictures, they charge you $1 a photo. So, for example, in this one for interiors, you see how some of these pictures have a honeycomb shape over it? Well, that means that we're paying $1 for that. And wherever you see that honeycomb shape, that means that it's a paid picture. But guess what? If we upload our own photos, we don't have to pay anything to use this design. So if I go over here to uploads and I click the button, and I don't have very many things uploaded here, just some random photos of my family. But if I take one of these and I click and I drag it on over and I drop it in, well, cool. Now I don't have to pay for that design that was right there because I just uploaded my own graphic and my own picture, but it kept the formatting. And that's what's so neat and so easy to use about this program. So if I just drag over these other photos, and this is going to be a terrible flyer because I'm just going to use the same photo again and again here. But if I drag over all my photos And then I go in and I change, obviously that's not exposed brick, but maybe I want to say, you know, beautiful stonework. I can type that in, keeping the formatting and the design of the original flyer or the original marketing piece that we created. So this is why the app is so easy to use. It even gets easier though if you're on a mobile device, because when I was using it on the laptop here, I went in and I chose that layout design. I'll go back to interiors here, and I clicked on it and I said, okay, I want to delete that photo, and I hit delete and it took out the whole design for me. And I couldn't figure it out right away how to add my own photos but keep that layout and that style. And that might happen to you guys too if you're using it on the laptop. When I used it on my iPad, I instinctively knew just to take my finger and drag the photo over and drop it in. One last thing before we get into the iPad version just for a minute here is the ability to add extra photos. I mentioned you could add photos in for $1. A lot of the photos are free as well, but you can add graphics and pictures. And if we go to the search option here, you can see they have a lot of different lines and banners and things that you can add into your flyer or your graphical piece. And I mean, just look at the plethora of different pieces that you can add in. And look, all these are free. These are all different free graphics that you could use, which is really neat. But if you want a neat aerial shot, because you're promoting that you have drone photos in your marketing pieces, whether or not that's legal or now, I guess is beside the point. But you could just type in the word aerial photos, hit the enter button. It's going to load for a couple seconds, and there you go. You know, if you want to add an aerial photo of the neighborhood in, this one happens to be $1. Let's see, are there any free aerial photos? No, it looks like most of these are $1. But hey, if you're going to use it for a great marketing piece and you think it's going to benefit you, $1 is a small price to pay to use some of these marketing pieces. So that's the overview on the laptop. There's some great tutorials here on the website on the Canva Design School. The Android version is coming soon. Let's click over to the mobile version, and I want to show you some of the things and how it works on a mobile version. So the Canva app on the iPad is absolutely amazing because it works the same exact way that the desktop app does, but it's just a little bit more intuitive like I mentioned before. So if I touch on the Canva app, you can see it on the right-hand side there. It's going to load a screen that looks almost identical to the desktop version. We have the same design templates on the top of the screen here, and I can choose a template that I'd like to use. So I'll go with the social media template here. It instantly loads all of the different options that I have to choose from. I can scroll through till I find something interesting. You know how there's a lot of agents are doing the social media posts, you know, do you like this kitchen or do you like this kitchen better? And they'll post the graphic and it'll have 2 kitchens and then their sphere votes on it. And it's a gentle reminder to people that they're in real estate, but not saying, hey, look at my listing here. So here's a great template for you to do that. It says cats or dogs. And then we would just add in our own photos, and it really works the same way. If I go to uploads, this will take me to my library on my iPad. I don't think I have any great photos to use of homes here, which it looks like I do not, but maybe I'll just do boys or girls. So I'll click and drag a photo over. There's a picture of my boys, and then I'll drag a photo over of my daughter. And then I can go ahead, click the top, type in anything I want, and the design process is super simple and easy, and I have a graphic that looks great right off the bat. One thing I did notice here in this particular one, it actually changed the color scheme a little bit. Made a warmer tone for my graphics, and it kept that intact because I guess the original template had a warmer tone too. It's because I didn't use any premium photos. I would just hit the download button right there, and I can hit download an image or download as a PDF. Oh, I did see that? It snuck the grass textured background in there. So you know what? We'll just hit cancel. And I'm going to touch the background. And I'll add, I don't think I have a good here's a background of snow, which I think is going to be coming soon. But I'll drop in the snowy background. But now, and I'm glad that happened right there because it just takes a couple seconds to upload, but I'll show you when I hit the download button, now I won't be charged anything at all. That must be a larger file. It's still uploading there. So we'll hit download as an image. And there we go. It's downloading and not charging me anything and I'm done. That's why I love Canva so much. It's simple, it's easy to use, it's on multiple platforms. Hopefully it's coming soon for Android. I think you guys are gonna absolutely love it and use this almost on a daily basis for content creation. If you have any questions, put it in the box below.